Grace and peace be unto you from God our Father. It's Pastor Levi Combs of the First Refuge Church. Allow me to take just a very brief moment right now in the middle of your week, and I know many of you have so much to do as you prepare for Thanksgiving. I just want to leave you with an encouraging word and a challenge at the same time. Number one, we are in still a world pandemic, and I know so many of us want to have our traditional Thanksgivings where we want to meet with our family and friends, and we want to hug each other and love on each other because this has been such a trying year. I want to encourage you to maintain what you've been doing so that we can get around this curve and we can get beyond this world pandemic to begin again to love on our family members as we have for so many years. In the Bible, 1 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 34, it teaches us that we ought to love God and to give thanks because his love endureth forever. That love that God has for us was so great that John wrote in the 3rd chapter, in the 16th verse, that he loved us so much that he gave his only begotten Son. God was willing to give all that he had for you and for me. So as we celebrate Thanksgiving this year and as we carve the turkeys with our close-knit family, with our immediate family members, and as we celebrate Thanksgiving by way of Zoom and by way of Facebook Live and by way of all kinds of different social media outlets, I want you to remember the reason that we are giving thanks this year is because of what God continually does for us, and that God is still blessing us and keeping us in this world pandemic. Now, I know for some of us, especially me personally, it will be bittersweet this year because, like me, many of you may have lost someone of COVID-19 in this year, and so there will be an empty space at the table. I want you to take solace in the fact to know that because when the saints die in the Lord, they are raised with the Lord. And because they're raised with the Lord, as we being blood-washed and blood-bought believers, we will one day see them again on the other side when we get to heaven and we get to meet Jesus. I want you in this last leg of this year, and I know it's tough, and I know it's rough, and I know it's hard. Be encouraged and continue to thank God for the little. Why? Because little can become much when you put it in God's hands. May God bless you, and I'll see you in worship.